Let's talk about that year you took off. It was funny because I remember when you shared the news with me of what you were about to do. I know that was a hard year, maybe
Yeah,
the toughest year that you've ever experienced in your life.
man.
But some of the things that I could relate with was just kind of going through phases of depression and not
Mhm.
really knowing what to do with it. You
Yeah.
know, as you talk about like some of the things that you had to answer, did you have to navigate through that season alone, or did you have somebody navigate it with you? And how did that look?
Yeah, man. That particular year was without question the hardest year of my life. Uh, it was, I mean, I dealt with a lot, man, a lot of loss, a lot of stuff that was unexpected. And it really kind of rocked me to my
Yeah.
core, bro, to the point that I was really, music wasn't even a question. Like, I was
Mm,
out on life. Like, I was just like, yo, I could check out right now because it was so bad. Like,
mm,
and the beginning of it, because one thing that I've learned and I've grown is that um, we hear the statement, and it's true, that no man is an island. Like, we shouldn't do life alone.
yeah.
Uh, but I was doing it, bro, because I don't trust people. All this type of stuff, and I'm using
Shoot,
it
you
for.
got the single, bro. If I gotta go alone, that's my jam.
But here's the thing, though. There's part of that that's good. Like, yeah, if you do, like,
Yeah.
but going alone when there are people to help you isn't wise.
Mm,
And so I think that when I was speaking on going alone, it's like, hey, if everyone else fails me on this Christian walk journey, or if all else fails, I'll go alone and follow God to the end. That's
yeah.
good. As believers, we should do that. But I don't feel like that you should be going through real difficult times and seasons of your life alone. Like, and
Mm,
on the front half of it, that was me. And honestly, man, I feel like that the enemy like preyed on it big time, because
wow.
like it was just like, hey, you know, you ain't got nobody to talk to. Don't nobody really care. And here's the thing: I wasn't really reaching out to people on a text message like that, or just checking in. And like a lot of people who were like friends to me, like real genuine friends, they never would have
Yeah.
saw it coming. Because
Wow.
again, you learn how to fake it online. It can oftentimes transpire into your real life, until you don't really know what's
Mm,
online or what's not. Like, and so but I got to a point that I was so low that I needed help. And I realized that there were two things that I could do. I could stay here, and I felt like I was literally dying. And
mm,
I couldn't stay there. I went to my pastor, man.
mm,
I went to my pastor, and I was like, hey, I got something to talk to you about, and it's gonna be pretty deep. Man, he cried. He prayed with me in the office, and one thing I love, man, is he told me that he felt like that God put it on his heart that I was a divine connection in his life, and he was
mm.
prepared to walk with me through any season of life, even this one. Um,
Wow.
and that's when he recommended therapy. And dude, therapy saved my life.
Wow.
Uh, I don't even think people in the African American community, sometimes in times past, it's kind of been looked at a certain way. But I think lately, in the last couple of years, people have been speaking out on it and
Right.
encouraging it. And I'm pro Jesus, pro therapy every single day of the week.
Right.
And so that year, it was more so spending half of it alone, to the point that I got so low that I was like, thank God that even in those low places, the Holy Spirit was still like, hey, here's some help for you. Because I got to a
Yeah.
point I was so low, I'm like, is that you? I don't know if I'm hearing you now. Like, because maybe this,
Yeah.
maybe this is the enemy, because I've been hearing him a lot lately. But yeah, man, then I ended up telling myself something that I'm so grateful for right now. I was like, yo, I need friends.
Yeah.
Like, I need real friends that will like check up on me. And I had like one of my friends, man, like I would pass him at church, and I feel like he was looking into my soul, bro.
Yeah.
Like he would ask me, yo, how are you? And looking in his eyes, I'm not gonna lie, I told him this to his face. I was like, yo, you're the only person who's ever looked at me like that. And
Wow.
I don't feel like I can lie. So when he said, how are you? I'm broken. How are you? I'm depressed. And I don't understand why I was sharing that stuff with him.
Mm-hmm.
But I was being super transparent. Again, people who walked with me along my situation. And honestly, that I've grown to learn how to trust. Because you got this guy who didn't trust anybody and doing life on the island. And here God sends 3 or 4 people my way. And it's like, hey, no, not only can you be honest with them, but they want to walk through life with you.